Are you married?
No, I'm not. I don't even have a boyfriend. Where is
No.
my boyfriend? Is my boyfriend in Brazil? You know,
No.
where?
Komin út úr mesta myrkrinu.
Every little mistake that you do in life is a small lesson to be learned.
Yes. Okay, I will start this one.
Páll Óskar í höllinni laugardaginn 30. desember. Auka tónleikar vegna fjölda áskorana.
Anything.
Dolce vida. Aha, ég segi það satt.
So it's very easy for you to call me Páll Óskar.
Before everything, I want to let you know I love your music to dance. When my haters write something bad from me, I put your music and I dance and I forget everything.
I'm really happy to hear
And
that.
now you get one thing from me. Respect.
Yeah.
Also like a person, because you showed to me one thing. I never was wait for some diva like you. When I saw you work on this truck, do your things, I said, my God. And then I follow you the evening, was dancing. All the time you're happy. Where
Yeah.
does energy come from?
Well, I'm really lucky that I come from a very happy family
Yes.
and a very artistic family as well. It's in our genes. Who happens to be an artist and a producer, and that's the way I really view myself. I believe that every human being on planet Earth is full of talent. I am bursting with talent. I am so talented that I'm bursting with it, and I need to find always a new platform to
Yes.
to feed my creativity. I do believe that everybody is talented in something. We are all genius. We are all brilliant in something. Some of us can sing, and I believe we all have not only one talent, we all have many talents. Some people need maybe a little bit of help to find out where this talent is. Some of us need encouragement, but I think we all know in our hearts where our real talent is.
When do you find yourself like a singer?
I started really early. I was like 10 years old.
Damn.
Yeah, when I started singing, well, and I got paid for it.
Yeah.
I was 2 years old when I was singing for my mom's girlfriends in their knitting clubs. My mom had all these records of all these divas. Like I had an album of Judy Garland and Liza Minnelli,
Yeah.
and I used to play this album again and again and again, and mimicking to all of them.
Yeah.
And so I really showed signs of wanting to perform really early. But at the same time, as a kid, I was also drawing. I was also really happy just being with myself alone with a pen and a paper and drawing. Then I got into, paper dolls as a young kid. And I was designing the dresses. I thought the dresses that I bought in the stores were ugly. So I started, making my own costumes for those paper dolls. And so people around me were a little bit confused. They were asking me, Páll, what are you going to be? Are you going to be this singer or performer, actor, designer? What are you going to do? And when you happen to be a pop star, then you are entering a business which demands from you that you are actually a multimedia artist.
Yes. Yeah.
So the pop thing was actually calling my name the whole time.
music is every country is so difficult to be artist, but in Iceland it's a little bit difficult as well.
It can be very difficult. In Iceland, in such a small community,
Yes.
we are only 350,000 who live here. In such a small community, it can be extremely difficult for you to be an artist who actually makes money of your art. But you can actually live as an artist here in Iceland, and you can actually live a good life. You have to be able to take on many jobs. I am not only an artist, I'm also a big art consumer. I listen a lot to other people. I watch a lot of movies. I go to the theater as much as I can. My life is not pink sunny landscape. No, my life is not like that. In particular, the early years, because I'm gay and I came out as a gay man very early. I was like 17, and I came out in 1987. Before nothing happened with me musically or in my career.
But how the people here accept you? Was difficult on this time?
No, nobody in my family was surprised, except for my father, bless his memory. My father went really mad and angry, and it was kind of peculiar because he could have seen the signs the whole time. No, I'm the youngest of 7 children, and none of my brothers and sisters, were surprised. No. My mother was taken aback because she was more worried about me. It was the AIDS era. She feared for my life. She feared for my health. She feared that I wouldn't get a job, that I would be kicked out of my apartment. Those things happened to gay people and queer people in Iceland in the 80s. And I guess I just proved them wrong, because I didn't get HIV. I was healthy. I never drank alcohol. I never smoked. I never did drugs. I never went that way. So I took care of myself. I had enough self-respect for that.
Yes.
And I was focused on my art. I was focused on my work. I never got kicked out of any apartment. I got so much work and I earned so much money that I proved them wrong in that era as well. So at the end of the day, there was no need for them to worry about the things that they worried about, And also, I've had my share of tough things to deal with in life. And those are my things to deal with. I mean, you cannot wish for your child to never go through any hard times in his life. And no matter what you do, you cannot take away the tough things that your child has to deal with. Everybody has to go through their own. Here in Iceland, the gay community is so small. Do you know how small it is, really? We did a Facebook chat page for gay men only. Gay men in Iceland who are out of the closet and living a gay life. And which means you have to invite other guys to that particular chat group. It's not Grindr, it's not Gay Romeo, it's not like a sex app. It's a chat page on Facebook. Do you know how many guys are on that chat page?
No.
How many Icelandic guys are there really? 685 as we speak. I'm not kidding you. And I can promise you, add to this number like 2,000 other guys who live in Iceland, who are still confused, who are still going through a hard time. They're still in the closet, still living a double life with their wives and children.
Yes.
And then they become gay like 1 or 2 days a month. When there's a full moon, they become gay. Next time you come to my house.
Yes, I
right?
will, and then I know you much better.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you how I live.
Give me a kiss.
Ivy, you take care of yourself.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Degi þessa